Hi yogis. As always, I would recommend for today's practice that you have maybe a yoga block if you have one. And for people that don't have a yoga block, or perhaps if you are working with pregnancy or an injury or you're new to yoga, I'll try to show you how to do some things using a chair. I also always recommend a cushion or a knee pad if you're a person who needs knee padding. I don't think I'll be grabbing the pads so much during this session, but there will be times when I'll suggest you can use it. There's also one moment where you might want a strap or a belt. If you haven't got a real yoga strap or belt, a regular belt will do the trick. And always bring some hydration. Please do listen to your body. So no matter what I say, everything I suggest is just that. It's a suggestion. Your body is your true yoga teacher. One more thing before we get going. In today's practice, we're going to be doing quite a bit of balancing standing poses, which involves some warrior 3. And if you're feeling that you would like a bit more stability in these, and you're going to use a chair, I recommend that you place the front legs of the chair on your mat. And then you can lean on it and it's not going to go. If your chair is just on a hardwood floor like this, it might go. Also during the warrior 3 moments, there are a few of them. So I might be demonstrating something that looks, wobbling into the wardrobe, sorry, I might be demonstrating something that looks a bit more like this, but please know that if it's not available in your body, you can always put fingertips to something to balance. You could lift your leg not as high, or even if you're just coming to here, shifting the weight to the lower leg and tipping, lifting, whatever this looks like for you, you're still working the muscles in your body to stabilize yourself. So anything like this would still count. And then if you're ready, you can come to these more strenuous balancing poses. I won't be able to explain that every time, but whenever I say a warrior 3, please know that hands on something still counts if you're not quite ready. So, without any further ado, please bring yourself to a comfortable seat on the mat. And let's begin to find our way into the breath body. Maybe closing or half closing the eyes. Just to start off today's practice, I invite you to try a little self-massage. So maybe you can bring your hands to your shoulders and give that a little rub. And maybe the trapezius, back of the neck. If you're connecting with some stiff muscles there, then that's perfectly normal, especially with everything happening in the world right now. We're just connecting back with our own body. You could even move your hands up your neck a little bit. And maybe bring your fingertips to the crown of your head. And then cup your hands over your eyes. Breathing deeply. Let's try not to be in our thoughts for the next hour or so. And our feelings are going to come, our feelings are going to go. But let's try to treat them like guests in our house. Let them come, let them go, but don't serve them tea. Bowing your head down, drawing hands to heart center. Welcome yourself and your whole self into today's practice. Namaste. Okay, so we're going to start off today's practice laying down, and You may want to, if you're like me right next to a wall, you might want to find some space. So we're going to start off on our back just with a nice easy pose. Same as yesterday, we're going to do a reclining pigeon. So you can bring your right leg up. You want your right foot over your left knee and drawing your right toes towards your right knee. The more you push your right knee away in a moment, the more you're going to get out of this pose. You find the place that's comfortable in your body. This might be enough, just here. Or maybe you want to bend up the left leg. Maybe you want to hold the back of the thigh or the front of the leg. Wherever you are, we're just going to hang out here for about 30 seconds, working into the hips. And when you're done with that, you might want to shift your body over to the right a little bit. You're going to bring your right leg all the way over the left leg and drop your hips to the left side. Stretch your right arm out. Make sure your right shoulder can connect with the floor. We're just going to have a reclining twist for a moment. Gently coming back up. Let's switch sides. So this time it's your left leg. It's going to come onto your right knee, drawing your left toes back towards your knee. And then you can decide whether you want to keep that leg down there or bring it towards yourself, holding the back of the thigh or the front of the calf. Wherever you are, just push your left knee away from yourself. And try to breathe into the stretch. And then gently can bring your left leg all the way over the right leg and drop your knees over to the left. Drop your knees to the right, looking over the left shoulder, reclining here for a moment. Gently picking both legs up. And before we come up, I'm going to give you two options here. Either, if you feel like it will feel better right now, you can put your hands inside of your knees, grab your feet and take a happy baby here. Or if you feel like it would be nicer in your body, you could take your peace fingers around your big toes and stretch your legs out for a moment. You choose whether it's happy baby or this hamstring stretch, whatever feels nicer or more useful in your body. Or 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring your legs in and then maybe rock yourself up to a comfortable seat. And then we're going to come all the way onto all fours. I'm going to push this chair out of the way for a minute. So, as per usual, we're setting up in our tabletop, ready for a few rounds of cat and cow. Hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. So on your exhale, lifting the spine, looking towards the navel, drawing everything up and away. And then on the inhale, rippling the spine through, pushing your shoulder blades closer to each other. You take a couple of rounds, following your own breath and your own rhythm. Waking up the spine here. And on your next exhale, maybe you want to move your hands a tiny bit in front, tuck your toes, and up we come into a downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. So feel free to explore how does it feel within your body. Maybe bending your legs is helpful. Maybe concentrating on lifting the hips is more helpful. It can stay a dynamic pose, it doesn't have to be static. We're still working into the hamstrings, just beginning our practice. Bring your navel up and in, engaging the core to make sure that you're lifting strongly. On your next inhale, I'd like you to rock all the way forward to a plank, really zipping up your core. And then from here, you can drop to your one side, your left side, lift your right arm up, and we're just going to hold a side plank, either with your arm above or stretching over for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that right hand down, rolling your legs over onto the other side, and you choose whether you want the arm above or straight over for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing your left hand down, rolling back into that plank, maybe lifting back up into a downward facing dog, and then either you could walk towards your hands, float or hop, or maybe take a tiptoe walk all the way to the top of the mat and coming to a ragdoll pose, holding opposite elbows, working into a nice deep forward fold. And I hope that you are feeling good today. So, from where we are, maybe in your ragdoll, could you lift your elbows forward so they're level with your ears? And let's lead all the way up with our elbows. Whew. Time for a few vinyasas, a few sun salutations. So, bringing your hands down, let's exhale all the air out. Inhale, reaching up, looking up. Exhaling, you can bend your legs, folding all the way down. Inhaling, really lengthen your spine with a flat back. Exhale, place your hands down. You can step, hop or skip back into your plank, maybe a knees, chest and chin, or a chaturanga. And then rolling forward into your up dog or cobra. Tucking the toes, let's come back into a downward facing dog. And again, you can keep exploring this pose. We want to get the whole body warmed up. Your eye gaze might be in between the legs, it might be by the knees, or you might even gaze up towards your belly button. Wherever you are, let's look towards the hands. You can step, hop, or float to the front of the mat, coming up halfway with a flat back. Exhaling, fully folding. Inhaling, coming all the way up, reach up, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do two more. Inhale, reach up. Maybe reach back a little. Exhale, all the way down, bending and folding. Inhale, come up, straighten and lengthen everything. Exhale, place your hands down and you make your way back. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, whatever works for you. And you come up into your version of the chest opener, cobra or up dog, and then coming back into your downward facing dog. Obviously, at any point in today's class, if you feel that you need to take a knee or take a child's pose, then by all means do that. Simply means that you're listening to your own body. Lifting the hips just for a moment more. A couple more breaths. Then let's look to the hands, hopping, stepping or jumping to the front of the mat. Come up halfway, long spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up, rising up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling, reach up. Let's try to reach back a little bit here. Exhaling, try to reach your arms out all the way down, folding very deeply. Inhaling, halfway, flat back. Exhaling, place your hands down and you move back. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, whatever works for you. Coming into your cobra or up dog. And then exhaling back into the downward facing dog. Maybe your heels are a little bit closer to the mat, maybe not. Just keep lifting your hips, straightening your back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Looking towards your hands, stepping or hopping to the front of the mat. Inhaling halfway with a flat back. Exhaling and folding. Inhaling, reaching and rising. Exhaling, hands to heart center. We're going to come into a ragdoll again. If you have a block or a blanket or a cushion, just for a minute, we did this yesterday and it felt quite good. Maybe you want to get a little bit of height under the front of your feet here. And if you take a ragdoll like this, it can feel quite different. Just working into the hamstrings, working into the backs of the legs. So our hamstrings are going all the way from our ankles through the back of the knees into the hips. And we should be feeling maybe a bit of releasing here on the lower back. Hanging on here, telling this part of our body to open up. And then let's lose whatever was under your feet if you had something. We're going to come all the way up from our ragdoll. So from here on in, we're going to be coming into that portion of the practice that involves some warrior threes. So if you're going to want to lean on something or balance yourself, please grab it now. Otherwise, I'd like you to lift your right leg all the way up with you. So we're going to flow a little bit here. So with your right leg holding high, maybe we can lift our arms up. And then we're going to step the right leg back, but not touch it on the mat. So as the right leg comes back, the arms can swoosh back as well. And you can put fingertips to balance if you wish. If not, we're just floating. And then we're going to come back up, lifting the right leg, lifting the arms. We can do that 3 more times. So the right leg is going to come all the way through and back. And then we are going to lift it up through. You can keep a micro bend in your left leg for this portion. And 1 more time. 2 more times actually. The right leg is going to come up. And then I'm going to lift it all the way here. Maybe like me, your left leg is beginning to wonder what's going on. And then finally, our final one. Let's make this our best. So the right leg is all the way behind. Maybe your fingertips are reaching away beside you. Right toes can point in towards your body for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're very, very, very gently going to let the right leg step down. Bring your feet parallel. And we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. If blocks benefit you here, then grab some blocks by all means. Otherwise, fingertips can come to the ground. And just find your way here into releasing the legs, releasing the hips. We've just been engaging everything actively so we can have a nice bit of passive stretch. Maybe walking your fingertips forward a tiny bit. Then you can bring your left hand underneath your face and your right arm either can go to your right hip, rolling your right shoulder back, or if it's available in your body, you could even lift the right arm all the way up. Just for a moment. Making this a twist. Looking towards the right hand if that's available, if it doesn't bother your neck. And then bringing the right hand gently down, let's switch. So the left arm either going to your hip, make sure you roll the left shoulder open wherever you are, or all the way up. You can look up towards the left hand if it doesn't bother your neck. And coming all the way down walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Taking a big step forward. Let's hang out in ragdoll for a moment again. Are you ready? We've done one side. We are going to do something similar. The other side. Okay, so coming all the way up. Can you now lift your left leg up with you? Raising the arms up. And you need to decide if you're going to have something to lean on, then make sure that chair is on the mat. It's not going to slide. Otherwise, if you're fine without balance, you can just keep going all the way through. Arms swinging back. Very nice. You've got this. 3 to go. Let's go. Bringing the left leg all the way forward. Reaching up. Whatever version you're doing is fine. And then let's come all the way back. Ooh. And then let's come all the way up once more. And all the way back. People who aren't pregnant, this is a little bit more challenging if you've effectively got a bowling ball on you. And one more, all the way up. And our longest one, we're going to come all the way back and hold. If you're holding means holding on a balance, it's still valid. If you need to dip that foot down to the mat, it's still okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to gently step the left leg back. And again, we're taking our wide-legged forward fold, so you don't get the best angle here. And this time, our variation, if you want to stay as you are, you're welcome to do so. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you could even walk your hands towards your left foot or your left ankle and bring your hand up from there. This is a little bit deeper of a twist. And again, you have the option of lifting a hand up. You guys may have to complete this on your own. The lovely MOH are calling me again. Hello. Hello. Hi, good evening. Is this Miss Sarah Louise? Yes, it is. Do you need my temperature? Yes, I need your evening temperature. 36.0. 36.0? Yes. How are you doing there? Very good, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, goodbye. Wherever you were, walking your hands to the front of the mat and coming all the way forwards into a ragdoll for a moment. Again, please excuse the phone call. Joys of being in quarantine. Okay, so from here, I'd like you to place your fingertips down and you're going to step the right leg all the way back. We're going to come into a low lunge. So if you're a person that needs some padding on their knee, grab that cushion, grab the knee pad, and whatever works for you. If you're a person who needs something to balance on a little bit more, then please know that taking your balance on a prop is still a perfectly valid low lunge. The benefit of this pose is coming from the hip flex from the right side. If you are all right without, then you could bring your hands to your hips, or you could even reach up and back. They're all perfectly good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. bringing your fingertips back down. And tuck your back toes, and we're coming into our half monkey king, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. So think about really drawing the left toes back towards yourself. So two options here. You could stay exactly where you are, or if you wish to intensify it a bit, you could tuck your right toes and rock all the way back towards those. But you respect what your body prefers. Just holding on for a few more seconds here. And then we're going to walk our fingertips forward, stepping down on that left leg. At this point, if you have blocks or something to balance on, make sure it's ready. We're going to lift up, step up, in the air halfway, and then we're going to come into our standing split. So this might feel better with you leaning on a block or a chair or something, or maybe on the floor, wherever you are, lifting the right leg as high as it can comfortably go for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bringing that right leg down, coming up, lifting up halfway. And either you can stay here, take a ragdoll, have a rest, or you can choose to go through a vinyasa. So people who want to, you can step back into a plank, into your chaturanga, into your upward facing dog or cobra, back into your up, down dog. Oh, I wonder how many people are joining me in this. And then stepping to the top of the mat. Are we ready? We are going to do that on the other side. So this time you're going to step your left leg all the way back and find your low lunge on the left side. Padding out that left knee if you need it. And again, a reminder, taking a balance here is fine. If that's what's helping your low lunge. Hands on hips are also fine. Hands in the air are also fine. Wherever you are, let's just hang out in the low lunge for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bringing your fingertips down, and we're going to rock all the way back into our half monkey king. So drawing the right toes back really powerfully towards yourself this time. Just taking a moment here. So today's practice, we're switching a lot between actively and passively stretching out the legs. Hopefully everyone's like a centimetre longer by the time we finished. And again, your option is that you could bring yourself back towards your left heel if you wish. And then and step forwards onto that right leg. Again, if you're wanting a chair or a block for balance, then feel free. We are coming up and lifting that left leg as high as it can go in our standing split. So this is still a standing split. If you need your chair, if you have your hands on a block, it's perfectly valid. No block is also valid wherever you are. Try to lift that left leg as high as you can for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently letting it down. And again, I invite you to choose whether you want to hang out in a ragdoll, releasing your back, taking a break, or take a vinyasa. I'm going to leave all you vinyasa people on your own for now. I'll give you some time to run that one through though. Just know that whether you've chosen vinyasa or you've chosen break, it's probably because you're listening to your body. And then gently coming all the way up. Maybe placing your hands on the small of your back, and let's just take one quick back bend, opening up here. Woo, good job, guys. Okay, we are going to follow a similar pattern. There's going to be a bit more warrior 3. So if you want to use a chair or use your blocks, please know that is a great idea. If you don't need those things, no worries. Wherever you are, whatever choice you're making, can you please lift up? I've now realised I can't demonstrate this so well with a chair, for too long. Can you please lift up your right leg? And staying here with the right leg lifted, this is perfectly fine. If you want to challenge yourself a bit more, you can bring the right leg straight for 4, 3, I bet you can lift it higher than I can, 2, and 1. And then we are going to stretch it behind ourselves. And this time we're going to take prayer hands. That's the version of warrior 3 that you want to practice today. So bringing your left leg straight this time. We want to be a bit more straight. Thinking about lifting the right leg long and straight behind us. If your hands are on a balance, that is absolutely fine. If your hands are at your chest, that is absolutely fine. Wherever you are, try and draw your shoulders along your back, so they're not bunching up around your ears. Keep drawing the toes of your right foot towards yourself. And notice if your breath is getting short, try to breathe long and smooth. Not so easy, I know. And then from here, we are going to very, very gently, very lightly drop the right leg down. Right leg is straight, left leg is bending. We're finding our warrior 2 feet. So the left foot is parallel with the mat. The right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Whatever you do, make sure that that knee doesn't exceed the ankle. It's dangerous. Can you roll your right hip open a bit? Sinking down a bit more into this. Bring your arms out long and straight. Warrior 2. Draw your shoulder blades together. Push your fingertips away. And you look towards your left fingertips. We're just going to hang out here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your right hand can come down onto your right thigh. Flip your left palm. Let's reverse that warrior. And then coming back up into your warrior 2. Straighten the right leg. Maybe straighten the left leg, sorry. Maybe the right leg wants to hop in a tiny bit. We're going to bring our bodies all the way sideways and then come down into our triangle. Your triangle might be up here a little higher on the leg, or it might be a little lower. Wherever you are, just keep opening the chest. And maybe if your neck allows it, you can look up towards the right hand. Up to you. Don't strain anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe you want to stay here, or maybe your left arm your right arm even, can roll up and overhead. And you could stay absolutely here, or even your left arm can come up to you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently turning towards the mat. Hands come down, back heel lifts. You can place your hands on the mat, and maybe, if it's available in your body, you could lift your left leg up for a moment into your chest. And we're going to come all the way into a 3-legged dog. And then bend that knee up in the sky, opening up just for a moment. And then we're going to rock forward. Left leg, left foot goes a little bit behind the left hand, rolling onto the outside of our right leg. And left arm up in the air for a supported side plank. This is easier than the first one, right? You have choices. Either your arm can stay overhead, or it can go this way. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that hand back down, stepping your way back up. And again, I leave it to my yogis to choose whether you want to do a vinyasa here or just take a break. Up to you. Wherever you are, whether you chose vinyasa or taking a break, I hope that you are reaching the point of being a little bit more done. So let's come up. And again, I'm going to do that routine that involves some warrior 3 again. So if you want a chair or your blocks, have them ready. Let's come all the way up. And this time it's the left leg that we're going to lift up with us. And with your left leg, you can choose either to straighten it out. Probably, definitely, you're going to be a bit straighter than me. It's the thought that counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bending that left leg. Remember, we're coming into the hands at heart center version of warrior 3. And we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So this time we want to work on straightening that right leg, straightening the left leg, being long through the spine. Holding on here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to so gently and carefully step that left leg down. So your right leg is going to be parallel with the front of the mat. And again, make sure that your knee is not exceeding the ankle, finding your way into warrior 2 feet. Take a moment here, settle into the pose. Draw your left hip a bit more open. And then let's bring our arms out, looking over the right fingertips this time. Settling in here, landing in our warrior, finding our strength for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, your left arm is going to find your thigh, your right hand is going to flip. Maybe you can watch it all the way up and over for a moment, reversing your warrior, opening the side body. And bringing that arm all the way down. Straighten your right leg. Maybe the left leg wants to come in a hop. And bring your body all the way along. And then your right hand can maybe come to the thigh if that's where your triangle feels good, or a bit lower. Hanging out in triangle. For 5, for 4, stretching out and opening your chest wherever you are. 3, 2, and 1. And your choices here. You could either stay in the triangle. That is perfectly good. If you're wanting to go a little bit further, you can bring your left arm overhead. And if you're wanting a bit more of a challenge, you can bring your right arm overhead. Up to you for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those hands down. Oh, it's quite a lot of effort, isn't it? So, again, placing your hands. Maybe your left heel is coming up, and maybe you're going to be able to lift the right leg up into your chest. Who knows? And then maybe you can stretch the right leg all the way up. And let's bend that right knee very high. Your scorpion pose. And then the right leg is going to come forward again, stopping somewhere behind your right hand, rolling onto your left leg, coming up into your supported side angle. Side plank, sorry. And again, your options, you can stay here, or you can come up like this. Up to you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down. Bring yourself all the way to the top of the mat. And that is us done for standing poses. You are welcome to stay here. We've done a lot of ragdolls today because I want to stretch out the back. We're doing a lot of things that could compress it. You could stay exactly as you are, or if you want to experiment on a different way of folding forwards, you could bring your hands behind your ankles if that's available in your body. At 7 months pregnant, it is not so available in my body, but it is a way to feel into your fold. And then gently, we can come all the way up. We are now sitting for a moment. Yay! So, I would like you to bring your right knee folding in close to your chest. I know it's a little bit hard to see where my leg is because I'm wearing black today. Sorry about that. So it could be that just having your arms, maybe I'll face this way. It could be that just hugging that right knee in and having your arms here is enough. If you wish, we're going to bring in a bit of a shoulder opener. So you could try reaching your right hand behind that knee. And then your left hand can come around. And maybe you can hold hands behind your back. Or if not, you can hold on to your shirt. And roll strongly your left arm away. We're going to hang out here for 5. Keep opening that left shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you can bring the right leg down. Wow, so comfy now. Going to come into our regular Janushirshasana. So the right foot comes near to your groin, and the left foot, I want you to think about really drawing the toes back towards yourself. At this point, if you're a little stiffer, then having a belt or a strap here might be very helpful. If you don't need, don't grab. Wherever you are, can you try to think about bringing the center of your chest in line with the foot and the leg? So we're really twisting our body around to get to it. And wherever you are, either with your strap or without, folding a little bit forward towards that leg. We're going to last a whole luxurious 10 counts here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently easing off of that leg. We've got one more shape to make. You might want to watch me come up first. I'm not sure how well linguistically I can explain it. I'll do my best. Basically, we're going to lift ourselves up onto the right knee, and then the left arm is going to go up and overhead, looking towards your left fingers if it's available, opening up the whole body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently easing out of that. Oh, great job, guys. Can't see you. I'm sure you're doing a great job. So let's swap sides. This time it is the left leg that is coming in. And just having your hands here and the leg here might be enough. Or maybe you want to wrap your left arm around it. And then the right arm will come behind you, either linking fingers or holding a shirt. Wherever you are, try to roll your right shoulder back and look over that shoulder. Stretching open our shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then again, the left foot is now going to come in, foot to groin. And if you are a strap person, then by all means get that strap. Make sure we're sending the center of our heart in the same direction as the foot. If you don't need a strap, don't have a strap. You've got 10 seconds here to settle into this. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently releasing from that. And again, we're going to find that nice opening pose. So you're going to rock up onto the knee of the left arm, and then your right hand might come overhead, opening up the whole front body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently easing out. I hope that felt really nice, a nice opening. From here, you can lay on your back. Yes, we're getting to the best bit. Almost there. So, I would like to invite you to take a bridge pose. Your feet want to be hip width apart. You want to be able to graze the backs of your heels with your hands. And you're going to lift your hips all the way up. Try not to let your knees roll out. Hanging on here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing. For your second round, if you wish to take a wheel pose, by all means you are welcome. You could put your hands behind your ears. I don't think I can demonstrate wheel right now, sorry, but whether you're going to take a wheel or a bridge, let's lift ourselves up into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing fully. Our last little bit before we come into Shavasana. You might want to take a headstand, a shoulder stand, or if you just want to lift your legs up, then you could use about here, make it a little bit passive. This is Viparita Karani, I think. Just letting some blood flow back through and releasing our back a bit. You also could do this against a wall. You also are welcome to take a shoulder stand if you wish. Again, I don't think I'm going to demonstrate that one today, sorry. Wherever you are, we're going to last a count of 10 in some kind of inversion. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the legs down. Bringing your right leg over your left leg. Rolling your hips over to the left side. Putting your right arm out. You can look towards your right hands. Let's release the lower back. We've done a lot today. Breathing into this. And then bringing yourself back to center. Swapping sides, so the left leg goes over the right leg. Your left arm is out beside you, and rock the legs over to the right side, looking towards your left arm. Try to keep your left shoulder on the mat. Lengthening your breathing, winding down. And then gently finding your way back to the center of the mat. You are welcome to take any further stretches or shapes that your body is asking for. Otherwise, I invite you to come to the best pose, the peak pose, the most important, the Shavasana. Maybe closing your eyes. And let's bring our awareness back into the body. Noticing where our heels are touching the mat. Noticing our feet rolling out. Noticing our knees. I'm very sorry. Hello. You're in your own home right now, so you're welcome to stay relaxing on the mat as long as you would like. But if you feel ready, maybe now's a good time to take any last stretches or movements that your body would like. Maybe reaching overhead and stretching like you've just woken up in the morning. Try to keep your eyes closed as you roll onto one side. And gently finding your way up to a comfortable seat. Bringing hands to heart center. Bow your head down and thank yourself for turning up to today's practice. Thank your body for everything that it's just done. Namaste. Well done.